Hey guys, Paladin Torque here with my weekly hobby update. Again, doing this to try to hold myself accountable and get my pilot shame down. So, this week I decided to go and work on some Legions Imperialis stuff. I said that I wanted to take a break from the Chinese warring state stuff. For a few reasons, mostly just so I don't get burnout, but also I need to get some more stuff for it to go and make sure that some units are complete. And so I figured I'd just focus on this for the time being. So I do, when Legions Imperialis first launched, I got the starter box. I painted the stuff from the starter box, the Astartes stuff. And I painted them in Iron Warriors because they're my second favorite Chaos Legion. My favorite Chaos Legion is the Thousand Suns, but I wanted to go for Iron Warriors because it felt kind of more, it felt better for this scale game to have Iron Warriors. Maybe that's just me, but it is what it is. For these guys, I kind of wanted to go and have them somewhat based off of my favorite Imperial Guard regiment, the Talon Desert Raiders. I had like the pants as a green, like a tannish kind of shirt, white for the head to simulate some sort of head wrapping, or maybe just a white helmet, something like that. There's still a little bit of stuff I need to do with this, some copper on the flamers, some black for like the little tubing, maybe some other little touch-ups here and there, but for the most part, these will be good to go, and I can try to start putting them on bases. My biggest issue with these guys is just, I don't really think they have much of a base that they stand on that I can then glue onto these little bases. I think they are, from what I remember, they're just the legs, and it makes things a lot more difficult, in my personal opinion, to go and try to paint them. I do have an Astartes box, one of these guys that I need to go and paint, and I'm going to go and paint these on the sprue. I think that it might be a little bit difficult, but I think it's going to be a lot better than trying to go and glue them onto these, just because I now need to try to get these things off, and then it's a whole thing. It's going to be annoying. Some of these things have broken off, like a sword or a little axe thing or some gun parts, and that's annoying, but they're so small, it's not the end of the world. My biggest issue with this game is the Astartes stuff. There's only enough stuff on the sprue to make like half a unit of Terminators, half a unit of the jump pack dudes, half a unit of other stuff. So it's kind of annoying. So when I built the Astartes half, I realized I need to get another box for the Astartes stuff to actually make a full unit of these things. I don't like that. Another thing is with these guys, these little missile launcher dudes, I have to go and paint them on, I had to go and build them and then, I guess, base them already, and then try to go and paint them while on the base. I did that with some of my Chinese Warring States dudes, so that's not the end of the world, but just because I was not going to try to paint and then glue the painted stuff onto these things, because they were already difficult to put together as is for me. So yeah, that's not fun, but it is what it is. So I do quite enjoy this game. Well, I'm hoping that I'm going to enjoy the game. I've read through some of the rules. I've watched a bunch of videos about how to play and some battle reports and stuff like that. This seems right up my alley, so I'm excited for it. I still have some rhinos, some other super heavy tanks like the Spain Blade, but to paint. But I wanted to go and finish this stuff first and get these guys on bases, and then we can work on something else. I might work on either my Necrons, which I have some special ideas for, or the Votan, or maybe something else. My guess is I'm probably going to work on my Steam Tank, Luminarch of Hysh, and Celestial Hurricanum, just because I want those taken care of right away, or sooner rather than later, I should say. That'll be fun. But for this game, I'm excited. I want to. There are some people around where I live who do play this. I want to go and play with them, so we're gonna hopefully get this taken care of. I also have 3D printed some terrain for this game. I've also 3D printed this dude, and I've 3D printed this dropship thing. I think those will be fun little things to add for like a narrative game or something like that. So that'll be great. That's basically the only things I have for this week. I guess the only thing that I can think of is I'm thinking maybe in the future, every day I do some work. I try to go and like actually film a little clip, and then at the end of the week for my like hobby update, because again this is for for me to hold myself accountable to painting this stuff, finishing this stuff. I then go and say, okay, this is what I did each day, or this is what I did on these days, so I can go and say, okay, I'm making some progress. So that's about it. So if you've watched for this long, thank you very much. I appreciate it. I hope you guys all have a great rest of your day. Bye.